Hey guys. I have to start it out every single time like that because it's just so much fun.
It's an iconic way to start out a podcast now.
Oh, okay, I guess. All
Just
right.
like
Are you ready
no,
for
it's like
a real intro
hey
though?
guys. All right.
Are you ready?
Okay,
ready? There we go. That was real nice.
It was crisp.
That was crisp as frick. Okay. Anyways, here we have a new guest named Jonathan Avila. Jonathan, say what's up.
What's up?
There he goes.
We brought him over. He's a good friend of both Jose and I. I've known him since like sophomore year.
Yeah.
Just like my whole high school career. I don't know how long Jose's known him.
I've known him since I just came here since sophomore.
Oh.
So I'm a junior now.
So yeah.
So
Been sure for about a year.
So Jonathan's a senior at Orem High School, correct?
That's correct.
That is correct. So how old are you?
I'm turning 18 in about a month.
Turning 18.
Currently 17 for those who aren't very good at math.
That's good. How big's your family?
There's 6 kids,
Ooh.
2 parents.
Dang. That kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Do you have younger siblings or older siblings?
No, I'm the baby.
You're the baby?
I'm the baby of the family.
Oh, wow.
How
What a
convenient.
concept.
Yeah.
So let's just talk a little bit about what you do here at Orem High School. We know that you're a part of ODC. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Do you want to explain to us what ODC is?
For those of you who
Yeah,
might not be aware.
Yeah.
ODC is our dance company here at Orem High. That's what it stands for, Orem Dance Company. Mostly we just do halftime performances, like currently in the fall, and then in the winter we have a concert, and in the spring we have a concert as well. And we do festivals. We're going down to Shakespeare Festival this just about a month.
The one down in Cedar City.
Yeah, we're bringing a Shakespeare dance piece, contemporary. So.
Wow, that's cool. That's cool. So you guys have a halftime show tomorrow, right? Against not tomorrow. Sorry, Friday.
Yeah, this Friday.
Game.
Yeah, on the 20th.
On the
Yeah.
20th.
On the 20th.
Yeah,
so
we have a halftime performance. But also
sick.
in the assembly,
Oh, that's
we have
right.
another one.
There's an
so.
assembly.
Yeah, there's an assembly.
I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Oh, bro. Francisco's uneducated. So, let's just talk a little bit about your experience with dance and Orem Dance Company specifically.
Okay.
You just want to expand a little bit. How did you get into it? How is your life now with dance? How's it affected you? And as we go along, we'll ask you some questions. And
Okay. Well, I kind of got into dancing around in the middle of elementary school. It was nothing serious. I wasn't trying to do it for a career, or it wasn't my huge passion, but I did it on the side. It wasn't a very good a lot of the training that I got there wasn't technique. It was mostly performing and stuff. So I didn't feel like I was very technically trained in a lot of dance styles, but my going into sophomore year, so when I was a freshman, Kaylor Treegiggle, he was already on the dance company. He tried to convince me to try out, but I was kind of too nervous too, so I didn't my freshman year. But the end of sophomore year, I decided to just do it, YOLO, seek discomfort, go out of my comfort zone, just do it. And I did, and I made it to my surprise, and it's been great so far. So
Epic.
that's amazing.
yeah.
So, just a quick question. So, when you joined ODC, did you know anyone on the team?
So I knew Kaylor because we had danced together before, and he was the only other guy. So naturally, we were able to. We were already friends. I went to junior high with a few of the women in the company.
Yo, whammon.
I knew Skylar and Gabriella, I guess the best, just because I had classes with them through junior high. But no, I didn't really know anyone
Okay.
other than that.
Well, after joining ODC, what would you say is your dance style? What would you say call yourself?
As an artist, what is your style?
Yeah.
I think my forte is definitely musical theater dancing, which is not really it is in its own style, but it's kind of mostly jazz mixed with different things. Sometimes it's tap and other things, but that's definitely my strong suit. But mostly in ODC, we just focus on contemporary dance and hip hop. I think that I'm, decent at both.
Yeah, I would say that you're pretty good after watching some of your performances. Oh,
I would say you're pretty good, but you still won't dance battle me, so kind of sad.
Yeah, you're pretty good.
For those of you who don't know, Jonathan and I have kind of this inside joke that because I'm a break dancer, and he's just like
A hip-hop
Yeah,
dancer.
he's really good. He's really good at freestyle. Like at the it was at the stack. It was the first stack dance this year. He was like doing some stuff. I was like, dang, like this kid's good. I already knew him, but I didn't know he could dance like that.
Yeah,
He's like,
then,
no, let's go dance battle. I'm like, no way, I'm embarrassing myself.
Embarrassing.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a running joke Jonathan and I have throughout the hall sometimes. Be like, hey,
Yeah.
dance battle me.
Let's hey, dance battle me right now, right here, right now.
It's my turn, son.
Going off of ODC, did you ever take any studio classes or like go into any other technique classes besides here at Orem High?
Here at Orem High?
Besides Orem High.
Besides Orem.
Yeah.
Besides Orem. Okay.
Yeah.
Because like second semester I took dance one just for fun.
Yeah.
As well as ODC. But outside, it's Celebration, I think is the studio call. It's the School Performing Arts Celebration, yeah. It's run by Colette Tregagel and her family, basically.
Yeah.
And so, like, yeah, it's focused on, you know, getting performance opportunities and performing. And they do focus on technique, but it's also very affordable. And so, like, in my philosophy is, like, you get what you pay for. So, like, it was worth the money, I think.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
And the experiences that I was able to gain.
Yeah.
If I had taken out like a more serious studio, like the dance club or center stage or whatever, at a younger age, then like I think by now I would be a lot better technically and just as a dancer overall. But I mean, it's not what I did, so whatever.
Yeah. Okay. So branching off away from dance, you also do another thing here at Orem High called critical mass, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
So do you want to explain to us what the heck critical mass is?
Yeah, critical mass. So this year I had the opportunity to be the president of the group.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Oh, and at ODC I'm like vice president, but there's like 3 vice presidents. So like, well, yeah. So critical mass is our contemporary a cappella singing group.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, if you ever seen Pitch Perfect or heard of Pentatonics, you know, that's like the style of. That's what we do. We like it's all a cappella. There's no instruments. It's just our voices. Each of us have a mic. Usually there's 1 to 2 soloists per songs. We have a percussionist that's doing beatboxing and then a bass that's like really low and, you know, the different voice parts, singing different rhythms, trying to sound like instruments basically. And yeah, I mean, sometimes we perform for assemblies. Sometimes we get our own gigs like outside and get paid, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's nice.
That's sweet.
How many people are in critical mass?
There's 11 right now. There's 5 boys and 6 girls, I believe.
Is that more than last year?
No, I think there was 11 as well. I know, well, like the first few years the group was started, there were 12, but now it's shifted to mostly just 11, and it's been 11 for the last little bit.
How did critical mass start?
So Jonathan Myers, this is a few years ago.
Jonathan Myers is an amazing man.
Yeah, it's very, very wise. Not wise. Very smart, I guess.
Very smart technically and in life.
with tech.
Yeah.
So he back when he was in high school, he actually going like 9th grade year into like high school, he had a just a male group and it was called 75th Street, and that kind of like dissolved, and then they started a new one. It was Critical Mass, and it was boys and girls, and you know, he started with my brother as well, Michael Avila. He helped a little bit with that, starting it up, and so together these 12 people started the group. They met at Jonathan's house like in the evenings. Like they were not official group of the school, but like everyone in the group was from the school, and then it shifted into more official group of the school. And so last year Jonathan actually was our director, but then he made it into Vocal Point, so now he's with that. So
Vocal Point is BYU Vocal Point. It's a university a cappella group for those who don't know. Just so we don't confuse anyone or lose anyone. So yeah, I knew Jonathan Myers like decently well. I didn't know him too well, but he's pretty good. Who's the new director this year after Jonathan left?
Amy Geis. She graduated college. She was with Noteworthy, which is basically the girl version of Vocal Point.
Oh,
so it's the BYU's all women a cappella group. They're like just as good, She's super cool. That's obviously a different feel because having a completely different director, and we have new people in the group. So the beginning of the year was a little like rough transition, but now we're here, and so it's all good.
That's good. Did you ever try and go for that president role or the vice president role? Did you try and get your way up there, or did you just try and be the best partner
for ODC we had to apply, and we had to, you know, like express what we thought was important in the group, what like our experiences and stuff for that. And like I remember in my application for ODC presidency, I had expressed a lot of the importance of like unity within the company, not just like as dancers, but as friends and just as a team. And so I became vice president of unity. So like I'm in charge of bonding activities and stuff like that. And critical mass, Jonathan just appointed me, but then he left. And then I asked Amy, and then she was like, yeah, sure. So yeah.
That's interesting.
That's really cool. So are you going to pursue the arts, dance, singing, theater, or anything like that when you go into college?
I definitely think I'll do like be involved in some way. I don't know if I'll study the voice or dance or, you know, musical theater or acting. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to study, but I definitely want to keep the arts a part of my life.
Yeah. So I mentioned theater, and I realized that we didn't talk about this.
Oh, yes.
But Jonathan is actually, how many musicals have you been in, or plays too?
At Orem, so my sophomore year I just did one show, and then last year I did all 3, and so I've done 4, and I'm going into my 5th. Right now we're doing Once on This Island. So
that's cool. That's cool. So who's the director for that? Is that?
Yeah, Mr. Sackett, Scott Sackett is the director for all the shows here at Orem High. He usually has a guest come in, like a assistant director to help him. And then Miss Allie usually does the dance.
Yeah.
Choreographs all the dances.
Makes
for that.
sense.
So.
Miss Allie's just like the dance teacher here at Orem High. She also does ODC, and she also does any other dance groups involved.
Yeah,
with the
like
Orem High.
just like Dance 1, Dance 2, Urban Dance, and I think that's it.
Yeah.
And Mr. Sackett, he's the drama teacher here at Orem High. He's also a math teacher.
Yeah. That's so funny because Mr. Sackett always is telling us that math is his true passion, like all constantly during tech, his theater production class. And I think it's hilarious because bless you. Who was
Bless
that?
you.
Bless you.
God bless you.
But all throughout his theater production class, he'll just be like whenever we make him mad or upset, he'll just be like, math is my true passion. I could drop this class right now. He used to say that all the time.
He really likes his math class. I have him B1 all the time because he's my teacher. And it's like freaking, he's a pretty cool guy, I would say.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. So moving away from all the arts and the stuff you're involved in.
Well, wait. I just want to ask one quick question about the
ahead.
arts before we
go ahead.
Go away from that.
Go ahead.
I'm trying. What would you say is like your favorite performance? Like out of all of the things you've done, like in the audience, like what would you say? Like, is there like one you'll always remember, like for the rest of your life?
Just one performance in particular. Okay. That's hard. Okay, so
you better choose wisely. Mr. Sackett's gonna listen to this.
And Miss Allie.
Yeah, both of them. So
actually, it was a performance with Critical Mass, and we were the guest performers for the college like competition one. I forgot what it's called. It's like, so you know, like the competition that Pitch Perfect and the groups and all in that movie they compete in.
Yeah.
It was that competition, but it was here in the West, and it was at Timpanogos High School. And we were just the guest performers. You know, we were performing while the judges were like tallying up and like discussing everything. And so that was super fun because like the whole audience was like passionate about a cappella music, and everyone was getting into it, and they loved us, and like we were better than some of the college groups, and so like everyone loved it, and we were getting really into it, and it was just, I just remember that like that felt good. Like that was an awesome performance.
Yeah. I remember hearing about Critical Mass's performance. I don't know if it was that at the competition or if it was some other competition or some other performance that you guys did outside of school that apparently you guys just absolutely killed it. I was talking to Jonathan about it, Jonathan Myers, and he was like bragging about you guys all day. And he was I don't know, I think he said that you hit some sort of high note. I don't even know what it was, but it was, I just wanted to mention that because Jonathan can sing very well. What's your highest note that you can sing?
I don't know.
You don't know?
It depends on the day, I guess. But yeah, I the thing is with the male voice, like now, like in this age, it's like still changing. Like women, it kind of stops, but it stops changing. But like in our 20s, it's usually like gonna it gets better.
Yeah.
Like our voice improves from here. So I'm like, hopefully I'll get better, but
maybe it'll get worse. Who knows?
All right, so to like kind of astray from all this artsy fartsy kind of stuff.
yeah.
What's something weird about you? Like, what's something that if someone were to look at you in the halls and you tell them, they wouldn't like think like, oh, I didn't know that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. There's a few things, but I guess one recent thing that I actually took interest in. I don't know why I did though. Like, I started like.
You can't even spit it out.
I got into D&D.
You got into Dungeons and Dragons?
I
did.
love this. I love this.
No
Tell me about your character.
Yeah, no disrespect to anyone that plays Dungeons and Dragons. I just didn't expect that.
I
Yeah.
love
I
Dungeons
just
and Dragons.
didn't expect that.
So like I went out and like bought the handbooks and like
Oh.
I bought some minis and like I painted them myself. I made my own terrain. I didn't really have like friends to play with at like the time because like I don't know, I haven't like looked into it or like tried to find people that would play. So it was my family. So I was the dungeon master. So I didn't really have a character. So as you asked before, but and we just did the pre-generated adventure. That's like the beginner adventure, which is Lost Mines of Fendelver, and like we did like a few sessions, but like now that school has started, like I haven't had time to prepare or to like read up and like do well. But like it was fun, like with our family, and I think it really helped us like bond together as a family.
That's awesome. You know, there's a D&D club at school.
No, yeah, I know.
Are you gonna join?
I'm
planning to join.
I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, snap. Okay. I didn't actually know that.
Me
That
neither.
was-
That surprised me.
Yeah.
In like the most pleasant way.
Yeah, I know. It was a really good thing. For those, you guys can't see Jonathan, but Jonathan does not look like the typical Dungeon and Dragons.
Nor do I.
Yeah. The stereotypical, at least.
Well, I think it like makes sense with like what I'm involved in and like acting and like performing and like being a dungeon master. You get to role play all these NPCs and be these different characters. And
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
it's been fun so far.
That's
yeah, it would
amazing.
make sense because like you're an actor, you create your own character with every like play you're in, like recreate that person that you want to be.
And I like because like you as a group you create a story, and it's like all collaborative, and we're all like invested in this one thing at this one time for like 3 hours or however long the session goes for, and it's really fun and fulfilling for me. So
that's what I like because like it really builds like team bond and like character between like your little group that you might have.
Okay, so moving on from D&D, I did not. That took me so off guard. Oh wow,
It was awesome.
let me gather myself. It was amazing. So let's talk a little bit about your senior life. You are a senior at Orem High.
yeah.
And as most people know, being a senior is one
Exhilarating.
of the, yeah, it's very much a bundle of emotions. I would assume. I'm not a senior yet, but
Yeah.
Well, like, cause like you're almost done with school. You're already been in school for like 12 years.
almost.
Well, like
You have
if you
college.
don't like, if some people don't even go to college, they just go straight to like work, and like you've been in school for like 12 years, and like at the same time you're excited and like scared because like you're about to enter like an adult life. You're about to like experience what like people call the real world.
The real world.
And at the same time, you want to go into that, but you also like want to stay a kid. You want to stay like carefree as much as you can.
Yeah. So just tell us, very simply, are you scared for college?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought I was gonna say. Do you really have like a plan or anything going in out of high school into college, or are you just kind of winging it?
I am basically winging it. Like I obviously have like a rough sketch of what I want to do. Like I want to go to college. I want to go on a 2-year endeavor for the church.
Yeah, we'll get into that here in just a second.
Yeah. So like obviously I want to go to college. I have no idea what I want to study. If it's going to be like scientific based, math based, business based, performing based, I have no idea. I feel like I could do any of those, like potentially. I just feel like I'm a well-rounded person, so it's hard for me to choose.
Very prepared, very prepared.
Yeah.
Some might say you will find that in your 2-year endeavor.
In your 2-year endeavor.
So that's the thing. Yeah, I might just go out first and then figure out who I am.
That's probably what I'm
Come
planning
back.
to do too.
Yeah.
Not the 2-year endeavor, just like to go out, live life, see what I really want to do, like what I'm truly passionate about.
Figure out who I am.
So that's a good transition into talking about your 2-year endeavor. I hate calling it that. So
I'm talking about going to mission for those LDS
Yeah, okay.
or Latter-day
We'll
Saints.
explain it.
For those non-Latter-day Saints as well.
Non-Latter-day Saints.
Non-Latter-day Saints.
So we live in Utah. We live in Utah, and the majority of the people here in the state, there is a majority religion, which is the Mormon religion, or
Well, it's not called
Known to the
Mormon.
world, it's
Yeah.
the Mormon religion. Recently,
they
we've been
changed it.
asked to refer to as the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
For me, it's
Yeah.
kind of a mouthful, so I just would
LDS.
like to say LDS, but like some people get really irked when I say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the church has this thing where when you become, is there a certain age? Is it 18?
It's like 18, 19.
Yeah. Once you turn 18, you can go on a mission.
Yeah.
For women, for females, it's 19.
Yeah. So when a male specimen turns 18 in
Why
the
you gotta call it a specimen?
And usually, or like almost all the time, you like graduated from high school as well.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
Yeah. So you become 18 years old, and you're usually graduated from high school by that point.
usually.
Usually. Some people maybe not, but they will ask you to go on a mission. I don't really know the full process because I haven't really looked into it that much.
Mhm.
But you basically will have you will go off. They will choose a random location for you around the world in the the country, depending on whatever your situation is, and everything's different. But
It's all really religious.
Yeah,
It's like a
it's-
very sacred
yeah.
process.
Yeah, you go if you want to go. Like
Yeah, you're not really
you
forced
put in
into
some
it.
papers, you have interviews with people, and then you send them to actually the highest church officials. So it's
Mhm.
like the apostles and the prophet, and they look at each individual and they give you a call to a certain place in the world.
Yeah.
Usually, just anywhere.
And then when you arrive to that location, you will basically, I guess, I don't know a better way to put it than by spreading the word of God,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah, that's it's more like spreading the gospel of your church.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a missionary for 2 years. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So moving on from the religious standpoint, some people don't really like that.
Yeah, it's very touchy.
Very touchy
Yeah.
subject. We don't want to really mess with it. We're gonna try and wrap this up since we have just a little bit of time. Jonathan, would you like to say anything to the people out there that you want to spread your message, a word, social media, where they can contact you, etc.?
If any producers out there, a shameless plug would be.
Shameless plug time. So go ahead.
No, I don't have a YouTube channel, but I guess you can follow me on Instagram at
Yeah, just-
jonathan.l.avila. But when you said
that'll
if you
be-
want to spread a word, I would spread the message of seeking discomfort. When getting out of your comfort zone, that's like when we grow the most. Like back in evolution, we grew because we were in discomfort, and we created comfort through farms and fire, and we grew and we evolved. And nowadays we have a lot of comfort. So I think it's good to be uncomfortable and to take risks and to grow from that and just say yes to like crazy stuff. Like some people will call it Sendy or like YOLO or whatever, but like
YOLO.
if you take it more like deeply and more personally, and you get out of your comfort zone and you meet people and you hang out with people and you just say yes. I guess that's a philosophy I try to live by. So I like to spread
being
that.
different is okay.
Yeah, I really love that. It's a
That's
great
a
message.
really good message. All of Jonathan's social media will be down below. Do you want us to put your email down there too, just in case maybe some casting directors want to look into you or something? I don't know. Do you want your email
If
down
cast
there? I don't
directors
know.
would even watch
Sure.
this.
Yeah, you can put my
Okay,
email.
well, so all of Jonathan's contact info will be down below. We would like Jonathan, thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, thanks
Yeah,
a lot.
of course.
It's
It's
really
been fun.
recording with
good.
us.
Like
It's been real.
It's been real. But it's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah, it really has.
Yeah. So thank you to everyone who listened, for all of you guys that are out there supporting us, even though we're very, very small still. But hopefully we'll continue to grow. And just like Jonathan said, get out of our comfort zone. That's Off Campus. And this is us signing off. I'm Jose.
I'm Fransisco.
And I'm Jonathan Avila.
We'll see you guys later.
Oh, cringe.
Let's see what you can do. You think you're so damn smooth. You better think this through. So let's see.